Hi Aries, this is your May 2018 love and relationship reading. And the first message card that I have for you is support. Okay, so as soon as this card came out of the deck, I started feeling the energy around this was you're supporting someone, or you're giving a lot of support to a partner and they're not supporting you. I'm just feeling like you do everything that you need to do for yourself. Like you carry the weight of the family, your children, your job, and everything else that you have going on. And then you also help your partner out. Or this could be a marriage where you help out your husband or your wife. But when it's your turn to be supported, they're nowhere to be found. Or they don't support you. Or it's, they find it hard to do, or they're just not there for you. So I'm feeling like this is a big issue for some of you Aries. Okay, and I just need to say that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with each and every Aries out there, but I'm feeling like for some of you, you want the support of your partner and you don't have it, and that's like very hurtful to you, because as an Aries, you're very like you have a lot of pride, and you have it's like when you take care of someone or something, you do it from your heart. You don't, you're not doing it to get any type of accolades or anything like that. Like if you care about somebody, you're doing it because it's what you want to do, and you know that you can offer this help to this person or your partner, but it's coming from a place of love when you support them. But I'm just feeling like, when it's your turn, you don't get anything. So I'm feeling like some of you, you're lacking that in your relationship. Okay. The next card that I have for you is intentions. So Aries, if this is not you, this may be your partner that's feeling this way. You don't either understand or know what this partner's or your partner intentions is with you in this relationship. I'm feeling like sometimes you guys are fine, you guys are great, and you think you know what your partner's intentions are, and then they just totally flip the script on you and do a 360 turn backwards, and things aren't going so well. So then you start to question where things are headed, where the relationship is headed, or where the marriage is headed. And it's like, you don't understand, and I'm feeling like your partner don't make it clear. Okay, so some of you are dealing with someone and you want to know, is this a commitment? Are we together? Is this a stable situation? Is this secure? Because I'm feeling like for some of you, it feels shaky and you just don't know where the situation is headed or where the relationship is headed. And I'm feeling like this is something that may bother you. And like I said, if this is not you feeling this way, Aries, it could be your partner that's feeling this way about you. Okay, so you have the forgiveness card. So I'm feeling like some of you will be doing some forgiveness this month, or forgiving this month, okay, for someone that has hurt you or did something that was less than ideal. But I'm just feeling like you're going to decide to stick around and stick it out because you really love them, and you don't, I'm feeling like for some of you, this may be a marriage. I don't know. I keep getting that message that, this is a marriage for some of you, and you don't want to break the family dynamic. You don't want a divorce. So you're doing everything that you can to stick it out. And I'm feeling like somebody did something to cause you some hurt, Aries, or either you did something to cause someone else some hurt. And, somebody's going to be forgiving someone and giving them a second chance is what I see here. Or, when it comes to this card, it's like you need to forgive someone and you want to forgive someone, but you're not quite sure if you can do it because you haven't dealt with all the hurt that they've put you through. Okay. It could still, for some of you, it could still be fresh in your mind. Maybe this just happened to you and you're just trying to find a way to deal with it all before you could actually forgive this person. And some of you, I'm feeling like I was getting a lot of messages around this forgiveness card, or some of you is looking for clarity. So it's like, you're like, I can forgive you, but I need to know everything that happened. I need to know why you did it. I need to know that you won't repeat the same actions again. And then we can move on to forgiveness. Because I'm feeling like somebody may be asking for your forgiveness and something they did to you, possibly a third-party situation, or either your partner lied about something and they just expect you to forgive them. And you're like, no, we need to get to the bottom of what actually happened here before I forgive you. Okay, I'm feeling like you want to forgive them, but it's not going to be easy because they're not telling you all that you want to know. The next card that I have for you is answered prayer. Okay, so something that you're wanting, hoping for, wishing for, and praying on is going to happen for you. Okay, whenever you get this card, it's just saying have faith, trust in the process and the situation, and that divine timing is working behind the scenes of your love life, and whatever it is that you're praying so hard for, it's going to happen for you. Okay. All right, so those were your message card, Aries. So let's just move them to the side and let's just get into your reading. Now, you did have 2 jumping cards this month, and they were both in the reverse. You had the Hierophant in the reverse, and you had the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so what this tells me is that you may be dealing with someone who does not want a commitment. You could be dealing with a Taurus, because the Hierophant is a Taurus card, or you could be dealing with a earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, per the 8 of Pentacles. But it doesn't have to be, it could be any sign. But when I see these 2 cards together and they're both in the reverse, I'm feeling like somebody is no longer willing to work on the relationship. Okay, is what I see here. It's like they want to go against the norm. So the normal, you know, per the Hierophant, is traditional, a family person. They want security, they want stability, they want a commitment. Well, you have the Hierophant here and it's in the reverse. So I'm feeling like this person doesn't want a commitment right now. I feel like they want you and they want to be with you, but they want to be with you on their terms. And I'm feeling like you want a commitment. So this person has been showing you that they're no longer willing to work on this relationship, or they're not putting in any work in this relationship and acting like they want to be there. Okay. The next card that I have for you is the 8 of Swords. So some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. And you're really confused and you're really indifferent about everything that's going on in your relationship. And you're starting to feel like a lot of things aren't clear to you. But I feel like, you know, when I see this card, you're up in your head a lot, and it may be some internal conflict that you're going through, that you're struggling with. Just know that you're not really stuck here. You're not really bonded like you think you are. And when I say bonded, I mean you're not like stuck in a relationship that you can't get out of. You may feel like you are, but you're not. You can free yourself from these ropes. You can take off the blindfolds. But for some of you, I'm feeling like it's something that you don't want to see because you don't want to have to deal with it. Is what I get with this card. It's like you may know something's going on and you're like, I don't want to have to deal with it, because if I deal with it, you know, I'm going to break up with them, or I'm just, you know, we're not going to be talking. And you're trying to, I feel like some of you are trying to avoid conflict with this card. Yeah, see, the next card I have for you is the 2 of Cups, which is a soulmate card, and it is in the upright. So I feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But if not, right, you want a commitment from this person. And I'm feeling like they may have promised you this in the beginning of the relationship, and now they're starting to go back on their word. Okay, because you have the Hierophant in reverse and you have the 8 of Pentacles. And then right in the middle of that, you have the 8 of Swords, which means confusion, restriction, not seeing things for what they are, not wanting to deal with something, but you're up in your head about it. So you're feeling one way about a situation. And I'm feeling like, you know, it's a need for you to balance your emotions with your logic. It's like you're thinking to yourself, like, I know what's going on here. But then your heart is saying, I don't want to deal with this right now. I love this person. I don't want to argue with them. I don't want to fight with them. I don't want the relationship to be over. But I know what the hell is going on. I don't want to deal with it. I want this. You want this. Right? So whatever it is that's bothering you, I'm just feeling like some of you are not even talking about it. You may be suffering in silence. The next card that I have for you is the Queen of Wands, and she is in the reverse. This could be your energy because you're an Aries, okay? So you're a fire sign. So or you could be dealing, like some of you could be dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But if not, this could be your energy. And whenever this card is in the reverse, it's like you're no longer willing to be charming, passionate, like all that's going out the window. You're like, no, okay? Like, yeah, this is what I used to be. I used to be nice. I used to be passionate. I used to be charming to you. And I used to be this very loving person. But you're stripping that away from somebody this month, Aries. You're like, I'm not being nice no more. Like, I'm tired of being nice. I'm just going to be this bitch. Okay? Some of you, and I'm feeling like you maybe feel like you've earned the right to be that way because someone is not treating you fairly. Okay. Yeah, see, the next card that I have for you is the World card. So there is a cycle that's not going to end. It's like you're going to keep going round and round with this person that you're dealing with. This is a major arcana. Okay, so whenever you get the World card and it's in the reverse, it's a love cycle that has not been, that has not been completed yet. So it's going to continue. And then you have the Ace of Cups that is also in the reverse. So some of you definitely could be dealing with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And you're unable to walk away from this situation. And I'm feeling like you're not able to walk away is because, you're fighting head over heart. It's like you love this person with everything in you, right? But then logically, some shit ain't right. But you don't want to deal with it is what I see here because you have the World in the reverse and you have the Eight of Cups. So there's a lot going on in your relationship. Yeah, wow. Okay, so you have the Three of Swords. You have the Six of Pentacles. And you have the Ten of Wands. Okay. Some of you are dealing with an air sign. Some of you are dealing with an earth sign. And some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, such as yourself. But whatever the sign is here, this could symbolize a third-party situation, broken heart, stormy relationship, ups and downs constantly, not being able to balance out this relationship. It's like 1 minute you're good, 1 minute you're not. And I'm feeling like if someone walked away from this relationship, this is how it left you feeling. Look at this card. It's like it's raining. There's lightning in the back. There's, it's either that smoke or clouds. But, this basically symbolizes a broken heart. And also, I see this sometime depending on what cards are surrounding it. I see this as a third-party situation. And for some of you, you're tired of giving. You're like, I have nothing else to give. I'm feeling like for some of you, you're giving more than your partner is giving. And you're doing this because you're trying to keep the relationship afloat, but it's really not helping. Because you have the Ten of Wands here. So this is more so a burden for you. So it's doing more harm than it is good, I want to say. Because this is what you're carrying around all the time with you. I'm feeling like all the hurt that this person has put you through, you're carrying it around with you every day, all day. And you're thinking about it and you're not dealing with it. You may be dealing with it in silence. I'm feeling like for some of you, you're crying about something, you're depressed, you're aggravated about something, but you're holding it in and you're keeping it to yourself. It's like you have to put on this face every day when you get up and you're like, oh my God, I have to go out and deal with the world, and I'm a mess. I'm not right. Like mentally, I'm not prepared to do this. Like I'm feeling like some of you don't even want to get up out of bed in the morning. I don't know. That's what I see. Yeah, you have the Six of Swords here. So some of you are not moving away from a situation, or some of you are not dealing with a situation that needs to be dealt with, Aries. Maybe you have other things to do and you're just like, I don't have time for this right now. The next card that I have for you is the Knight of Wands, and it is in the reverse. Whenever I see the Knight of Wands, it's very flighty energy. And what I mean by flighty is somebody runs in and out of your life, and they do this because you allow it. They do that, and I'm not blaming you, Aries. I'm not saying it's your fault because we've all done it before, but they only do it because you're letting them do it. Because if you was to put your foot down and not open that door, the next time they try to run back in it, you would be forcing them to get themselves together or do something different, or come into this relationship and be committed. Because with this Hierophant here, this person is not committed at all. Okay. The next card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like some of you, you know, you've put all this work in. You put all this time in, love, energy. Some of you even money. Some of you may be supporting someone. Maybe they lost their job and, you know, you've been helping them out. Or maybe you've been paying all the bills and this person's been promising you they're going to get their life together and they just haven't done it yet. And you're sitting there and you're looking at everything you've spent and everything you've done. And you're like, okay, you know, I did everything that I could do. Now, you know, you're going to sit back and you're going to watch things unfold and hope for the best because you've planted the seeds and you're watching this tree grow. And I'm feeling like this is a metaphor for your relationship. And you're like, all right, I did everything I can do with this situation. Now I'm going to just stand back and hopefully it works out. Okay. The next card that I have for you is a Ten of Swords. Some of you are feeling betrayed. You're feeling stabbed in the back. And I'm feeling like it has everything to do with a third-party situation because you have the Three of Cups here and you have the Two of Swords. So there's a decision. There are choices that need to be made. But once again, I just feel like you're not making them. Either you're not in the mood to make them. You don't want to make them. You're scared to make them. You know, there's a lot of water back here. So I'm feeling like you're really emotional over someone. And every time you think about all the stress that they put you through and everything they do to you after you try to help them, I'm feeling like it just makes you more sad. Like, you know, like you're already sad and you're already lonely, you're already depressed. But once you sit and you think about everything that this person has put you through, it just makes the situation worse. But I just don't see some of you doing anything about it. I don't. And the reason why I don't see that is because the next card you have is a Nine of Swords. So this, for some of you, if this is not you, Aries, this may be your partner trying to get some sleep like this at night, but they can't because they're in their thoughts. Like they can't get certain stuff out of their head that you've done, or you can't get certain things out of your head that your partner has done to you, and you're trying to deal with it, but you can't. That's what I see here. Some of you could be dealing with air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, so they could just have a lot of air in their chart. Because there's a lot of swords in this reading. Okay. There's a lot of cups too. So some of you are dealing with air signs and some of you are dealing with water signs. But, you know, with this Five of Cups here and with this Tower card, let me just say something. This tells me a lot, Aries. And let me tell you why. I'm feeling like with this Tower card, your foundation was destroyed. Not your, I don't want to say your foundation. Your home, whatever you built, this relationship was destroyed, right? It was torn down. And this is how you feel about it per the Five of Cups. But I'm feeling like the change needed to happen. Because what you're about to see is how strong the foundation of this relationship was before you started to build something with this person. Because right now, it's not right. Right? You know that. You know that it's falling apart and you're trying to rebuild it. But I'm just feeling like with these two cards here, you're about to see if this can be rebuilt. Like it's going to be like a test or something for you to see if you should actually walk away from this person or if you should try to make things work. Because right after the Five of Cups and the Tower card, you got the Strength card. So let me just fix my camera. What this is saying to me is that you're struggling to deal with something, right? Something that was torn apart relationship wise. Okay, it could be anything, but I see this is a love reading, so we're going to say relationship wise. Something was torn down, right? Now, the foundation to rebuild it is telling you you have the strength to rebuild it, right? Find the courage to move on and fix the situation. And it's going to tell you if it's worth it in the end. But I feel like for some of you, it is because you have the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like after a long, hard road, struggled at the end, some of this at the end, after a long hard road of struggling, right, with the relationship, I'm feeling like at the end you're going to get what you want. And I was about to say this could be money for some of you. So I'm feeling like if If you're having like money issues, and you have the Strength card here. So after struggling with the situation, it's, you know, your reading is saying that, you know, like after going through all of this, that you're going to be able to pull through it. And if this is a money issue for some of you, you're going to like come out on top. So if you're stressing over money, it's saying that you're going to be okay. And if this is a love issue for you, if this is a relationship issue, the foundation that you built this relationship on, you're about to see if, you know, if you can actually withstand it, or whether you should just walk away and let it go. Because for some of you, I'm feeling like the foundation that you built the relationship on was weak to begin with. So that's why it fell apart. And then for others, maybe it fell apart like along the way. But, you know, with this Strength card being here, you're about to see if you can rebuild it. It's going to tell you. Because the last card that I have for you is the Ace of Cups. So some of you are going to get a new beginning with someone new. And some of you are going to have a resurgence of a relationship that you're already in. So, you know, it depends. And this is a general reading. So if you want to know for your specific relationship if this is going to work, of course, you would have to get a private reading. But, you know, for some of you, you're going to be able to rebuild. But it's going to let you know just how strong this relationship is. And like I said, for some of you, it's a money issue. And then for others, I'm feeling like it's a relationship issue. But you'll be able to tell at the end. But you do have the Strength card there, which is good because it's telling you, you know, be strong about the situation. It's suggesting that, you know, have the courage to move forward and to move on. And everything that you're going through, right? For your message cards, you did have forgiveness and answered prayer. So for some of you, this is really like, you know, I'm feeling like once the smoke clears and you forgive this person, you do have answered prayer here. So for some of you, I'm feeling like your prayers will be answered and you will be able to come out of this. Okay. So I hope that made sense to you, Aries. I know it was a little all over the place, but I tried to bring it in as much as I can. But I just see for some of you, you know, you're going to get a new beginning with someone, but you know, you had to go through something first. Something had to be torn down, ripped apart, stripped, whatever, chaos, destruction within a situation in order for you to rebuild it. Okay. But you have the Ace of Cups here, new beginning, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles. So you have two aces here, which symbolizes new beginnings. Okay. So those are your messages, Aries, that I have for May 2018 love and relationship reading. I just want to let you know that I am now on Instant Go. So if you want to reach out to me there, if you have one question, you can text me there and I'll answer your question for you. I just want to say thank you for coming to my channel and watching my videos, and I will see you guys next month. Bye.